A wave of tiredness overcomes you, reminding you that you haven't rested in a long time. Even the most terrible dream won't wake you up this time. Famous last words.
Over there. See that? That used to be the worst street in Rivettown. And it's also where I grew up. My friends and I used to wander those streets, thinking about where to find our next meal. That is, until Chief Oleg got me out and took me to the orphanage. There, I learned to read and write from Natasha. At the age of 10, I started to patrol the mines with Oleg, occasionally getting into fights with the local thugs.
That sounds nice.
Fuck, I'm sweating!
Nice? You being sarcastic with me?
Oh, no, sorry. Life in the underworld is difficult. I shouldn't be speaking about it so lightly.
You're always so serious.
Is it because I'm here? Oh, always.
You know?
Always.
What I meant was...
Also, you, Ginger, fucking Smoke, you're all as bad as one another.
I envy you, Zila. For as long as I can remember, my days have been an endless cycle of studying, etiquette lessons, and training.
I should not be eating something spicy during this.
Remember who you are, Branya. This is against the Architect's admonishments, Branya. Ladies shouldn't use such foul language, Branya.
Jesus.
Some may envy this kind of life, but I have felt trapped. When every choice and every goal has already been made.
Like I said, we're all in a certain chat, that's fucking bullshit.
You probably can't imagine how that feels.
Don't bring me into it.
No,
I will bring it into you, Ginger. Don't fucking at me.
What kind of foul language were you using?
In the name of the Architects, I shall stick this spear into your nostril.
That's it? Oh, that's...
Is that a Danny I see? Yes, it is.
I'll have to teach you some underworld slang before you go back.
No, that won't be necessary.
It'll be better than poking people's nostrils, at least. I never thought that I'd be here having a heart-to-heart with the future Guardian.
Danny's addicted to me, Pot. He can't stay away.
Who lived in the overworld. I only heard stories from the grown-ups and figured you were all just a bunch of cold snobs.
I've heard from some Silvermane veterans that before the orders were made to seal off the underworld from the overworld, there was no difference between the two places. Everybody ate the same food, chatted about the same topics, celebrated the same festivals. Even though times are different now,
Take off at 18? Nah, human.
the joys and sorrows of life, the ties between people, these precious things must certainly still connect us all. There is a way to bridge the gap between the two worlds. We can definitely go back to the time when you and I were not divided. When we could stand side by side against the Eternal Freeze and the Fragmentum.
I'm not like you. I don't have that many grand plans for the future. But if that's the future you want, I'm willing to build this bridge with you.
Right, Ginger, why are you putting random letters and numbers in my chat? Is this some sort of secret language between you boys that I don't understand?
Thank you, Zila. Your trust is very important to me.
Speaking of which, what are you going to do next?
I am clueless.
What Svarog revealed must have made quite an impact, huh?
Do you know what, Pot? Do you know what? He is so addicted to me that he can't even fucking form a proper sentence.
Yes. I thought I was prepared for anything, but... as long as I am the Guardian's successor, those truths will come out sooner or later.
I am not surprised. What do you mean?
Hide it from me, and why does she want me to hunt down the outsiders who know about the nature of the Stellaron? It doesn't make sense.
Either she's
I
possessed,
thought it over.
or she's like in the
There's
power.
only one thing I can do. Go ask her directly.
Is Danny?
You... Hold on. You're not really going, are you? Alone? You can't. This plan is...
I've already thought it through, Zila. I am Madame Cocolia's daughter. That will never change. Be it my duties as her heir or as a Silvermane guard, I must face my problems head on. Even if...
Bronya.
This is for you, Seela. Please help me pass it on to the outsiders. If I am unable to see you again, they'll know what to do.
Oh my god. Sorry, I thought this was a vending machine. I was trying to get a snack. Oh, I know you'd love to take a bite, wouldn't you? Fucking hell, you peanut. Nah, it's not my fault that everyone wants a bite of me, you know what I mean?
Okay, I understand. You've made up your mind, and there's nothing I can say that will change it. But remember this. If you run into trouble, I will come to save you, no matter what.
Oh, these two are so close and cute now.
I'll be waiting for you.
Make sure you save me a piece. No, children. Share.
Did you come to this spot when you were a child?
Of course. I just didn't appreciate how nice it was at the time. Very nice.
This is too spicy, but it's so yummy. I want to keep eating it. Fucking problems of having no spice tolerance.
That was a good sleep.
Look at Mimsy. She's
I should
fucking
go
cute.
meet up with March and Dan Hung.
Took you long enough, sleepyhead. We've been waiting all day.
Wait, I did sleep. Okay, I'm always a good boy.
Noticed that our sleep routines
No, you are.
don't match up. You either keep getting up in the middle of the night or snoozing away until the day's almost out.
Well, we were just...
Unacceptable. You gotta work on your teamwork.
Oh, fuck.
Did you have a dream again last night?
Not this time. No, I dreamed that Hook and Pom Pom got into a Scrabble.
Huh, that's weird. I bet the conductor won, right?
Totally.
Well then, let's go find Wildfire to discuss our next move and see if they have any new discoveries.
Danny is like really misbehaving
Let's go.
today.
I can't wait to finally get back above ground.
Oh, look who's here.
Yes, you need to punish
It's
him.
the Svarog, the big hero of the underworld.
Okay, I'm just saying, I'm very good at punishing people, so if Danny knows what's good for him, he needs to start behaving now.
And the other big heroes, Dan Hung and Mark 7.
Hey, you learned our names.
Were those lines rehearsed?
Where's Natasha? Is she here?
Hey, Pop!
She is a bunch of other
75%
things to
fucked
attend
me.
to, so I hope you don't mind talking to this old man instead. I speak on behalf of Natasha. By the way, sorry for keeping that whole thing about her being the actual leader of Wildfire a secret.
It doesn't matter anyway. Just pay.
I'm glad you don't mind. Natasha is always cautious, but she has no ill intent, as you surely have noticed. She told me to make sure you return to the overworld safely. I gave it some thought, and I think the safest way is to ask this fella for help.
For fuck's sake.
I brought you down. I can take you back up. Free of charge. Satisfaction guaranteed.
Very true.
There's no need to knock us out this time, right?
Of course not. This time, we'll go back through the furnace core.
Why do we need you?
Well, for my sparkling companionship, of course. I jest. The path has been blocked for over 10 years, and very few know how to get through. That's where I come in.
Ugh, enough chatter. Just be a good guide.
Hold on. What about Bronya? Why isn't she here?
Uh-oh.
She already went back. As you know, she has some things to settle with the Supreme Guardian.
What? She just ditched us and went back? How could you let her?
Here's her own plan.
Exactly. She has a lot of responsibilities. I don't completely understand, but I trust that she's trying to solve the problem. Oh, right. Grania told me to give you this.
She left us a letter.
Ah!
Could this be one of those open in case of
Guys, remind me
emergency
never to eat
letters?
anything spicy on stream
I've
again.
gotten one of those before. Should we wait until we run into something dangerous?
Stop overthinking and just open it.
Mimsy marched down home. By the time you read this letter, I should have returned to the overworld and be on my way to see my mother. I apologize for not telling you of my plan. I was afraid that you would strongly object, which might sway my resolve. Madame Cornea raised me up, and I will never be able to repay her kindness. She has taught me countless life lessons and virtues, as well as how to defend Belobog and its people. Even though she has recently made certain decisions that have puzzled me, I can't let go of all the precious memories I have with her. I must communicate my point of view and thoughts to her honestly, and seek to arrive at a mutual understanding with her. This is my goal as a daughter, but also as my duty as a Silvermane guard. But I am aware of the risk I might face in this journey. So if I fail to win Mother's approval, or if something happens to me, please forward this letter to the Landu siblings and ask for their help. Serval and Japard are honourable people with enormous power in Belobog, and I have complete faith in them. I'm sure they will unreservedly help you in your search for Celeron once they see my seal and handwriting. Bronya.
Brother and sister Landau. I know the brother must refer to Japard, but who could the sister be? Oh, Serval! So she's Japard's older sister.
Hope nothing happens to Bronya.
She gave it some good thought. But whatever's going on in that Supreme Guardian's head, even Bronya might have trouble understanding. Sampo, do you know the Landau siblings?
Landau. Yeah, we're old friends. I've mostly dealt with the younger brother in the past, but the sister, she's much scarier. Today's supposed to be a day of celebration, so let's not talk about it right now. We can set out at any time. Just come find me when you're ready.
Alright. Yay! We're making progress, people!
Precious memory.
In the form of memes? In the form of memes! Nah!
Seeing that I'm able.
Oh my god.
Are you ready to head out?
Not particularly, because why is my game still why is my game still lagging like an absolute motherfucker?
Remember to bring enough food and drink to refuel on the way. We have a lot of steps to climb.
Yay! I love steps. Not. Hello, you bitch.
Mother, I have returned.
I'm just saying, guys. Who would be your flipping Honkai? Because Bronya's were quite high on the list.
Bronya, I thought I'd lost you.
It's still too hot, and that's not because I am here. Paul, it always gets more steamy when you get here. I kind of couldn't message you even if I wanted to. Oh, no, honey, I'm sorry. I hope you feel better soon. Fuck. I forgot my phone was in my pocket. It was just stabbing me in my ass. Right. Who's messaging me now? Go away. Yeah, thought I lost you? Yeah, you nearly did.
Where were you? Are you hurt? I'll fetch the butler right away.
No, there's no need. I don't want to see Sebas right now. Sorry, Mother. I'm fine, really. I just got into a few skirmishes down in the underworld, but nothing I couldn't handle.
The underworld. Oh, I see. In that case, report everything you saw. Commander Bronya.
After the failed pursuit at Backwater Pass, the wanted outsiders and I were somehow taken to the underworld. Because of the difficult situation we were in, we formed a temporary alliance to help the residents of the underworld resolve a few issues of survival.
Computer,
We also
shush.
defeated an ancient robot known as Svarog and learned some truths about the Stellaron.
I'm listening. Go on.
Madame Cacolia.
How are you? I'm
It is
good.
my firm
Just
belief
hot.
that the visitors from beyond the sky are not the villains we had imagined before. I witnessed them take up arms in the name of justice and risk their lives for the sake of others. I can also ascertain that they did come for the Stellaron, but only to relieve the disaster it has brought upon Belobog.
Why is my computer having an aneurysm? I'm not putting you through that much stress. Jesus Christ.
Mother, you've always known the truth about the Stellaron, haven't you?
Yes.
The responsibility.
Yeah, me too. You're always hot though, so.
Such is the burden of being guardian, to carry these secrets for eternity. So, I ask you to forgive my defiance, but I believe that the order to dispatch the outsiders was a mistake. To solve the problems
You're just
brought
saying
on
that.
by the Stellaron,
I'm
the
not.
architects waited hundreds of years, and those outsiders may be the.
Enough! Arrogant. Ignorant. Oh, you disappoint me, Bronya.
I am a disappointment. I know this already.
Glimpse the tip of the iceberg, and now you think you know everything. You spend a short time with that underworld scum. Suddenly you have the audacity to question my orders.
I like how she didn't mention she remembered that she was in the underworlds.
Take Bronya.
They are not scum. My entire life, everything you ever kept from me. I remember it clearly now.
I'm not saying that part, though. I'm serious. You're a good looking guy.
I am standing my ground, Madam Guardian. And please, stop dismissing me with vague excuses.
Shit.
Tell me what you have seen. What exactly it is you are hiding. Why do you send the Silvermane guards to die in the Fragmentum? Why have you abandoned the people of the underworld? And why? Why did you have that sudden change of mind?
I see. I knew this moment would come sooner or later. I just didn't expect it would be so soon. You want to know why I gave those orders? Is that right? Do you believe you're ready to learn the truth?
I'm not. I'm not mentally ready.
I am ready, Mother.
Fuck!
Then come with me, Bronya. It is time you heard it. The voice of this dying world.
Come on, Bronya, you got this, girl.
Ah, we're finally back. I forgot what fresh air tasted like.
What flavor is it? Sambo's gone again, but I don't care.
Cold. Mainly cold, actually. Let's go. Where's our next stop? We should find somewhere to put our feet up. As long as it's not Goethe Hotel again.
Classic unreliable Sampo. He probably guessed we'd ask where his hiding place was. No sooner are we back in the administrative district than he sneaks off.
Typical Sambo behavior. Home is where the heart is. Back to the express. We should hide in plain sight to the hotel. Or a friend in need is a friend indeed. I don't think going back to the express is a good idea because we do not have the Stellaron. But we could. But I feel like that's quite far. Then we should hide in plain sight. I feel like that's too risky. So let's find Lando.
Lower the sis. You're talking about Shepard. We should be careful. He's a top Silvermane guard. He'd probably get a medal for every one of us he brought in. Don Hung, what do you think?
I think it'd be best to pay a visit to Serval Landau.
So, you think we should avoid Shepard for the time being, right?
Yeah.
He's an elite officer of the Silvermane Guards. It wouldn't be easy to get to him. Besides, if he hasn't been persuaded by Bronya's letter, we'd be walking right into the lion's den.
Makes sense. Guess we better head over to Serval's workshop then?
But we must keep a low profile. We're still wanted fugitives.
Yeah, I get it.
Nothing. It's just a little new. The last time I was on the surface, I was still a child. I have no memory of any of this. The overworld and the underworld. We've been cut off for so long. I'm okay. Let's go. There are so many Silvermane guards on patrol. Is it usually like this?
Yes.
No. I don't remember the security being this tight last time. It might have something to do with us. The Supreme Guardian has probably learned of our arrival already. Bronya.
Shop's closed today. You'll have to come back tomorrow.
It's the radiator fixers.
I remember. The three outsiders. Wait, why are you still strolling around the city? Do you know the Silvermane guards are looking all over for you? Quick, act natural and get inside. Don't get spotted.
We're working on it, okay, honey?
All right, you'll be safe here. My workshop
You ain't in this weather.
soundproofing and barely anyone comes in.
It's no bullshit. It's fucking boiling. Like, it's been a heat wave for nearly 5 days. It's fucking terrible.
What crime did you commit exactly? They recalled a bunch of guards from the front line to track you down. It's unprecedented. Now they're patrolling the whole city and everyone's in a panic.
Yeah, because the fucking Supreme Guardian's a bitch.
Not yet, March. Bronya said we could trust you completely.
You mean to say you don't trust me completely? Good. That's smart of you. But you needn't worry. Kokolia and I aren't even on speaking terms. It was her that ejected me from the Architects. I refuse to stand with her.
It's 67 degrees where I am compared to everywhere else. It's cold here. Are you fucking mad?
Publicly available evidence.
Planning on getting my 1.5 litre bottle of Coke in the freezer? Yeah, good idea.
I know the Architects, and if they did have any evidence, they would have released it by now.
Ow, I'm getting old.
I know Kokolia's style. Get everyone into a frenzy first. Most people in a frenzy don't stop to ponder the details.
It's only 19? Mate, you right, hold on. I need to check this now. You're making me question it. Fucking boiling. I can't handle it. Apparently it's 26 degrees in my town. That sounds about right. Do you know Cornelia well?
You could say that. We were like sisters once. Inseparable. Of course, that was all before she became the Supreme Guardian.
Mm-hmm.
These days, I just spend my time fixing things in this workshop and playing music. It's a pretty carefree existence.
Claire's?
If I'm not careful,
Yeah.
boring you all with sobbing.
It's mostly in my like held for reviews sections on my on my YouTube, but
Bronya told you to come here. You must have something important to tell me.
that kind of glare.
You can trust me. I know our paths have only crossed once before, but my intuition tells me you guys are good people. And I've got good intuition, by the way.
We may as well tell the long and short of it from start to finish. Just so they fully understand.
Ooh, I'm the best storyteller. Let me.
For fuck's sake.
Try not to embellish the facts.
Telling Serval about your time in the underworld, what you know about Stellaron, and showing her Bronia's letter.
So that's what's been happening. No wonder we hadn't heard from Bronya recently. After all these years in isolation.
I have no intentions of acting up today, I'll be good. Good girl.
This is what's become of the underworld? I believe you. There's no way you could have invented all those twists and turns. What's more, we have Miss Seela here as living proof. As for the Stellaron, I know why Bronya got you to find me. When I was still one of the architects working in the scientific research division, I was researching the Stellaron.
Oh shit!
I never thought I'd hear
I'm a
about
good
it
boy.
being expelled by the
Are you though?
Come on, I'll tell you everything.
I feel like you and that Discord server is just a bunch of little misfits.
Only a very few people in Belobog know of the existence of the Stellaron. Those that do would never associate it with the Fragmentum or Eternal Freeze. But according to the data recorded in that robot,
I'm at work, so I'll also be good. Good boy, Ranger. And have a good day at work.
Results were purposely hidden away to ensure that the outside world would never know of them. Just my luck. Out of all the research topics I could have chosen, I insisted on the Stellaron. It's clear now that anyone who wanted to get closer to the truth would have been expelled or abandoned. Maybe I should be thanking Cocolia. All she did was push me out. She could have decided to take a more permanent measure.
How much do you know about the
I
Stellaron?
figured out that the Stellaron and the Fragmentum were linked, so I was already close to the truth. It's a shame that the architects ejected me before I could discover that the source of the Fragmentum was the Stellaron itself. Before I lost my position, I was applying for permission to survey the Stellaron directly. It was my research topic, but I'd never even set eyes on it. My research was all based on historical data and lab simulations. Not long after I submitted my preliminary report and application,
You'll fit right
I
in.
received my punishment. It was obvious that somebody didn't want my research to continue.
I'm just saying, Paul, that made me extremely sus until I reread that sentence in my head. Do you know what Cornelia's end goal is?
Cocolia, it's been so many years since we last spoke. We were great friends once.
I know.
There was nothing we didn't share. She became a completely different person when she took on the Supreme Guardianship. The convictions she once
It was
held,
kind of the
her
point.
Enthusiasm. It was like they were drawn out of her by some mysterious force. She gave the order to expel me herself and refused to see me. I never understood that behavior, and I gave up trying to use logic to work it out a long time ago. Sometimes I even wonder whether she really did become a different person. Is that possible? Perhaps there's a single guardian consciousness that gets handed down from generation to generation. And the real Cocolia has already vanished. Is she being compelled by previous generations of guardians to make such baffling decisions?
The voice acting in this is really good, isn't it?
But this might make for good songwriting material.
Can we talk to Japard?
Japard? Not a chance. He's a decent guy, but also famously uncompromising. For my brother, orders are more important than anything. Even if you stuck Branya's letter to his forehead, he wouldn't be swayed.
Of course, he's a little bitch boy.
You need to choose your words carefully if you want to persuade him of something. It might be best if I talk to him. Though, I'd need a strategy first.
Do you know where the Stellaron is?
Yes. I never observed it directly, but I used lab simulations and outbound surveys to establish a rough location. According to the survey results, the Stellaron is likely to the north of Belobog, somewhere in the vast snow plains.
Fucking brilliant.
We must locate it as soon as possible, ideally before Cocolia takes action. Can you tell us the way?
Not a problem. I was thinking the same thing. But I'm afraid telling you might not be enough.
What do you mean?
The area to the north of Belobog has been more or less swallowed up by the Fragmentum. If you want to get to the northern snow plains, you'll need to get past the Silvermane Guard restricted zone on the front lines first.
Well, of course.
And if you get past the restricted zone in one piece, you'll have a whole heap of Fragmentum to deal with.
Nah, we can... Silvermane Guard restricted zone?
Yes. That's where the main force of the Silvermane Guards is stationed. They've consolidated their position there in order to resist the encroaching Fragmentum.
Sounds like the three of us and Zila might not be enough. Why don't about we go back underground and get Wildfire to come with us?
I fear we may not have the time.
Hey, enough pessimism. Back in my official capacity days, I spent a lot of time in the north. I got to know the soldiers and officers on the front line very well. This calls for brainwaves, not brawn waves. How about I take you over myself?
Really? Great.
Oh my god, she got booba, and I fucking love it.
Someone you know is leading the way.
I want to see the Stellaron too, you know. It was my research topic for over a decade. You don't get that many decades in life.
Very true. My hair is so fucking horrible.
There's no time to lose. We should head out as soon as you're ready.